What is the name of this place?
इस स्थान का नाम क्या है? इस स्थान का नाम क्या है?
Oh yeah.
How much is a ticket to Bombay?
बंबई के लिए किराया कितना है?
Where is the railway station?
रेल स्टेशन कहाँ है?
Where is the bathroom?
कहाँ नहाने का कमरा है?
Toilet paper.
टॉयलेट पेपर.
January 18th, in the train from Bombay to Jaipur. I'm on my way to visit my friend Chandana, an anthropology student with whom I used to live in New York. I share my compartment with a doctor who practices Ayurvedic medicine and feels passionate about Indian politics.
India is like a child that is 5,000 years old.
He says. And
Caste is different than a class.
are tourists a class or a caste, I wonder? Chandana picks me up at the station. As soon as I see her, I know that I will rely on her for everything, that she will be my fearless guide in this strange land.
What am I seeing?
Chandana takes me to forts and other sites. She brings picnics and translates the Hindi-speaking guides.
Should I serve things for everyone or? This is a new palace. It's 400 years old, and before this, that was part of the old palace.
I tug along, as tourists usually do. I focus my attention on the plants and animals, because I'm still scared of the people. January 23rd, a car trip from Udaipur to Kumbhalgarh. With us are two men, for it is believed that two women should not venture out into the wilderness on their own. One man we call Sahib Driver, the other Sahib Guide. Sahib Guide is supposed to protect us. From what, we don't really know. On our way, we stop to get some sugarcane. We meet some of the locals working in the fields. A young man invites me to sit on his camel. A young woman invites Chandana into her hut, and we all follow. We see how the sugarcane juice is made. Sahib Guide knows that Chandana is studying anthropology, and he keeps asking her, "Well, what kind of observations are you making about these people?" Chandana is annoyed at this. She says she feels drawn to the young woman because she reminds her of a roommate she once had in New York. January 26th, in the train from Udaipur back to Jaipur. Chandana and I share our compartment with an Australian couple. They tell us about all the sights they have seen, as well as all the hardships they have encountered. A rickshaw driver at the Taj Mahal charged 2,000% too much.
He totally overcharged us.
Another man tried to trap them in a room and forced them to take a tour.
The guide said he wanted us to take the tour.
Listening to them, I feel like I belong to a higher caste of tourism, because traveling with an Indian, I've been spared all these hardships. The Australian couple asks Shandana,
What do you do for a living?
I'm an anthropologist and I study mainstream American culture, she says,
Cool.
That's really cool.
says the Australian couple. Tourists are students of their own imperfections, amplified in new settings, I think, lazily, before I fall asleep in the monotonous rhythms of the train.
There's 5 minutes, there's no women. Oh, and the staring. There's always that. It's incredible. I think when I get back to the States, I'm just gonna stare all the time at people. I think after being in India for 3 months, I just will be so lost in terms of like what is correct procedure in the States, what's a faux pas and what's not, because here it's just in no way, shape, or form is it rude to stare. It's not even like it's confrontational in the slightest. It's just something that people do without even thinking about it. It's incredible. It's very unnerving when you first arrive, though. It can get to be kind of disturbing every once in a while if you're not in the mood for it. If you're in the mood for it, which most of the time I can handle it, it's no problem. You just assume that people are going to be staring at you no matter what you do. You can just be sitting there with nothing to do at all, and people are just gonna find you interesting. But those few moments of the day or days of the week that you're just not in the mood for it, it gets to be real tiresome.
I want hot water.
मुझे गर्म पानी चाहिए.
I want ice.
मुझे बर्फ चाहिए.
What's that?
Durga, Durga, Durga. Shiva. Shiva.
Shiva.
हाँ शिवा पार्वती ये विष्णु 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 विष्णु
Ah, Vishnu.
हाँ विष्णु
Ah.
हाँ ये शंकर बांगो ये कृष्णा मैं जोड़ा जाता ये पार्वती ये मैना ये गणेश ये धनी लोगी धन लोगी Dunlopy.
Dunlopy?
Dunlopy.
Well,
Dunlopy.
What other rules are there? What other insights have we gleaned? Hospitality. It's a big thing. I think that there's not a more hospitable culture in the world. People will do anything. Bend over so far. Constantly, as an American, I constantly am almost to the point of being uncomfortable. Am I appreciative of the hospitality that I receive every time I turn around? It's like, I think if I didn't want to, I could absolutely not pay for a single thing the entire time I'm in this country. And would always have company and always have something to do. People just seem so concerned about making you feel welcome. It's a really amazing thing. It's definitely too much, again, sometimes, for an American. You're not used to it. You're not accustomed to it. It's like when you're in a restaurant and you just want to eat your food and the waiter's standing right above you, looking down at your plate, waiting for you to finish anything so he can spoon some more of it into your plate or fill up your water a little more or whatever it might be. And he's always there. If you look at him, which might be a look in the States meaning, I don't need you anymore, you know, it's like, no problem, don't stare at me, or, you know, go wait on somebody else. If you look at him like that, he'll immediately come over thinking you need something. So it just doesn't work. It's just not the same way of thinking of things. People are there, and that's just at a restaurant. I mean, the amount of hospitality that I've received in people's houses, it's incredible.
Allow me to introduce myself.
आइए मुझे अपना परिचय कराने दीजिए.
Here is my card.
यह रहा मेरा कार्ड. यह रहा मेरा कार्ड.
Loom power loom. This one we will import from the Bombay. The yarn will come. This soft yarn will come like this. See this one. This is very soft. See this soft. No wrinkle here, no wrinkle. Whereas this one, wrinkle comes, wrinkle. It will take about 2.5 hours one side. 2.5 hours.
And then how many do you make a day?
Daily about 5
Per room.
per loom.
You have how many rooms?
We got 4.
4 rooms. And then this is your family business?
Yes, family only.
So how long has this been in your business?
Since from 60, 70 years. Grandfather,
Okay.
father, then we.
You.
This fellow is the young one now.
Who designs the saris that you make?
We will call the design fellow, then we will make those fellows to put the design. After making the design, all these types of design will come out.
You do the dyeing?
No, we'll go, other fellow is there, dyer. After putting the color, it will come like this. Any type of colors we can make out.
Are women ever involved in making the design of a sari?
You see, like this small type of cuttings. Katris from ante, dodde tristum. Allo. See this one, they will cut. This thing, do it by the ladies only.
Women do the cutting of that thread. And why do they do that part?
Because just to not make out this, if you take out this piece, so we can make out the design pakka. Perfectly we can make out the design. Otherwise, we can't make out. See, like this cutting.
Right. Why is that something that women do? I mean, women don't work at the.
This is a leisure period work. After doing all family work, they will sit and do. But we used to earn now every day. We used to go to the market, see the trend of the market, and then come back. That type of design will be going on. We will adjust and we will do it.
Do you enjoy it?
Yes,
What is it that you enjoy about it?
fully.
What-
We must enjoy. We must take out many number of designs to the market. We must satisfy the customers as well as the people of the country.
Yeah.
ನೂಲೆಲ್ಲ ಮೊದಲು ನೂಲು ಕೊಟ್ಟ ನೋಡಂದ್ರೆ ಅದು ನೋಡಿ ಅದು ಮೊದಲು ನೂಲು ಇಲ್ಲ ಇವರು ನಿನ್ನೆಯಿಂದ ಹಿಂಸೆ ಇಕ್ತಾವ್ರ ಫ್ರೀ ಇಲ್ಲ ನಮಗೆ
ನೋಡ್ಸು ಅದಕ್ಕೇನಲ್ಲ
ಇಲ್ಲ ಅವ್ರು ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ಲೂಮ್ ಅಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಬಂದ್ವಿ ಇವರು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಗಳಂತ
ಹೌದು
ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ ಅಪಾನ್ ದಿ ಡಿಸೈನ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಕ್ಲಾತ್ ದೇ ವಾಂಟ್ 2 shuttle cloth means they will do 2 thread, otherwise 4 means 4. They given an order for 6 thread
6 threads on the
6
shuttle.
thread cloth. That's why the cloth is big. Cloth will be so much thick. ಅದು ಒಂದೊಂದು ಪೀಸು ಅಷ್ಟು ಬೇಗ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ.
ಈ ಸೊಸೈಟಿ ಹಾಕ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ
That loom sari, it takes about 4 days for one sari.
4 days.
Ours is different. Ours is a large scale production,
Right.
whereas the margin of profit is very less. This one margin is more, whereas the labor problem is severe here. Handloom nobody is doing here because wages will be less. No wages fellow will come out. If we pay more wages, the fellow will work hard. Otherwise, less wages, production is less. So the margin of profit for the owner is more. What about the labor? He won't get more. That's why They are coming for power looms.
The family does all the work.
Full-
There aren't any employees.
Yes, even the ladies will do this one.
How old do you have to be able to wear a sari?
They can wear from 12 years. Yes, she can. She is going for any function in the school means we'll dress and send her. Special function.
And you're going to wear a sari?
Say yes.
Just say yes. That's wonderful. How old are you?
6. 7.
Oh, so yeah, you were telling me you don't put yeast or anything, right?
No. I mean, yeah, if you just mix the rice flour and the urad flour, it's supposed to do it. It's not quite the same thing, but... Spoon.
Dear Amma and Appa, I'm sorry I haven't written for so long. The semester's been very busy and I haven't had time to breathe. Don't worry, I have been eating properly and I'm taking care of myself.
Yeah, I guess it's just...
I have something to tell you. I hope it won't upset you too much. I've met someone. He's also a student here and we met at a friend's house. His name's Richard and he's American. His family lives very close, in the suburbs. I've met
We've
them.
been looking
They're
for a
really
suitable
nice.
husband for you now that your studies are almost done. We have heard about a boy in Texas, an engineer from a good family. We have already spoken to his parents about this matter. His sister, who is in New York, will be contacting you in the near future.
You have to realize that I'm grown up now. I know what I'm doing and can make my own decisions.
What's the harm in only meeting? You can make up your mind later.
I've already made up my mind. Richard is a part of my life. Please try
We
and
are
understand.
eagerly awaiting your return to India.
I
With
know
your
this-
talents, you'll have no trouble getting a job here. And also, you'll be close
I know
to
this
us.
will come as a shock to you, but Richard and I plan to get married next year.
This was one thing I would do in India. That is fried the dosas. I never mixed it or anything. I never learned about the batter or anything.
Oh, how to make the mixture.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm kind of just going by what I think it remember looking like and then just trying to approximate
We were
it.
shocked to hear your news. How can you do this to us? What happened to the values we taught you? You think you can do anything you want and don't think about whom you hurt.
Why can't you just be happy for me for a change? Why are you so concerned about our family and our community?
Make it.
You have changed.
Oh yeah, there's that too.
There's no self-serve.
There's absolutely no self-serve. Actually, I went to a fast food place in Madras. That is like an anomaly, to say the least. There is very little in terms of self-serve. And that goes along hand in hand with the hospitality thing. It's a matter of, you need something, I'll get it for you. But getting it yourself is just beyond the question, and it's really actually rather difficult if you try. Constantly, we'll go out, we have our shopping list, we'll even have a list of places we need to go, and even have a list, a map of how to get there. And we still come up empty-handed, because either we can't find it, or they don't have what we want at the right place, and we don't know where to go, but then, I don't know, it just seems like to get things done, you have to have the help of this person's, that person's, this person, but
I think they like on the body.
Baka. Anna. I want to. Ya,